Hello and welcome to the Halftime Team Talk podcast. Today we are joined by two very special guests. They're doing amazing things for rugby sevens in Ireland. Very warm welcome to Ian Fitzpatrick and Jordan Conroy.
How are you lads? Nice to meet you.
So lads, we both know the main reason why you're here.
Yeah.
Tell us about Gregor Shea.
Gregor Shea, like what do you want to know? There's so much to talk about, isn't it?
I'm joking.
I was going to go in now. Yeah.
So to start, we're just going to break the ice a bit and do a few quick fire questions.
Okay.
So if you could answer like both at the same time, that'd be good.
Yeah. Okay.
So cats or dogs?
Dogs.
Beer or wine?
Beer, wine.
Sun or ski holiday?
Ski.
Game of Thrones or Friends?
Game of Thrones.
Netflix or YouTube?
YouTube.
Movie or books?
Movie.
Sevens or 15s?
Sevens.
Nike or Adidas?
Adidas.
Watching rugby or watching football?
Watching rugby.
Love Island, yes or no?
Not anymore.
Nah.
It's a great call, is it?
Just completely.
Yeah, with the new one as well. Watch the first episode.
Yeah,
Nah,
that's
one. See you later. Like can't.
And then the next Irish captain for 15s.
Jamie Ryan.
Not Pierre O'Mahony.
Sexton?
I think probably Saxon.
Yeah, Saxon.
But I think Jamie Ryan. In the show, like definitely next year Jamie Ryan. But I think Saxon this year.
For this year, yeah. And then when he goes, then
Alright. So Ian, we'll start with you first. So would you mind telling us a bit about your past and how you started playing rugby?
Yeah, so I went to school in KH, went here. Coming into school, I was just all Gaelic, it's all I wanted to do. I didn't want to come here initially because I just wanted to be with my friends back at home. So I came here, had no clue what was going on, and then just kind of have to play rugby here, so kind of got into there the first few weeks, and it's kind of had looked back since.
Yeah.
Which will always.
So it says you made the senior team in a third year. So what was that like? Was it hard being a third year?
It's kind of came about with a few injuries, and I don't know. The coach didn't
Just
like
got
it.
in, yeah.
It was good, man. Yeah, I was like way too small for it that stage.
Yeah.
I think I didn't. As in I played, but I didn't do a whole lot. I think my lasting memory is just getting. There's a guy, Sam Coughlin is his name, Newbridge, and I just remember he just did a job, me my first ever cap, and I was like, I'm not cut out for this stuff. I don't actually love anymore.
So how did you get into sevens? Because obviously in college it's usually.
Yeah, so after school I went into the academy in Leinster, and from there the sevens kind of started up when I was in the first year in there. They were looking for a few lads to come and try out, so a few of us from inside kind of went in, had a trial game and stuff, and kind of from there I've been involved. So I went to the very first kind of trial games. I was like 5 years now, was it?
I would have been coming.
Yeah, so it was like the first few games I was actually there for the whole thing.
And where did you used to play Gaelic, like back in your hometown?
Back in my toes, starting from St. Meath, just like 20 minutes away from here. So I went there, I played like underage, like for Meath and stuff, and I had aspirations of winning the All Ireland and stuff like that. That's what I wanted to do. It didn't work out. But look, never say never, man. You know what I mean? Could go back.
Yeah, I mean, like 30 years of age.
Alright, so Jordan, would you mind telling us about your roots of rugby and how you got started?
So I actually started rugby really late. I only started playing when I was 18, but before that I was doing athletics and soccer. So
First thing, quite good at football, actually. Soccer.
Yeah, I was alright. I'm bad now, but first off I wanted to run in the Olympics as a small lad. And then that sport got way too lonely. Then I went on to the soccer to get into its team sport, and I did quite well in there. I was playing in Division 1 Electricity League, and then got promoted to the Electricity League. But at that time, it just kind of fell through. I was only 18, going on 19. I got one cap though.
It was for Pats, wasn't it?
No, it was for Athlone Town. It was for Athlone Town. I don't know who wrote that, but whoever wrote that got it wrong. So I don't know, that all fell through. So I was kind of going to college, and I only started playing like tag rugby to kind of keep fit. Yeah, it was tag rugby in Tullamore, and then this like the captain of the first team got me into the 15s and got me training regularly every Tuesday and Thursday. But I got into sevens was my mum was on the or a few websites, and they said there was trials being held, and she thought I should do it, but at the time I just wanted to play 15s. And the day the trials were on, I had a semi-final of the cup against Barnhall, and I had to choose, and I ended up choosing the semi-final and I ended up losing. But for some reason I got a call up, and I think it was through a friend called Foster Owen, who kind of like gave my name to the coach, and he came up and watched the game. Me playing against Wanderers, I think, at the time, and I just got the call up, and about 2-3 years later, I'm on the World Series playing with Dean Fitzpatrick.
You've the fastest ever AL try.
Yeah, so I think that's how my name kind of came up. I ended up scoring a 21-second try in the AIL just straight off the kickoff, and I think that's how that kind of got circulating around.
A year before I met you, I seen that video going around.
Yeah, that's how it kind of came around. And it was my home pitch and just went through, and that's how I kind of got going there.
So, did any of your parents play rugby, or did they just
No,
support?
my mum was GA, my dad was kind of just into weights, whatever.
No, my dad played, my uncle played rugby, but that was
Yeah.
the other one.
Yeah, so not much rugby history going on at all.
Yeah. So moving on to sort of your career, what do you think about the sort of new facilities in Abbottstown? Have they improved you? Like, how much better are they?
It's incredible how much where we were last year to where we are now is just like worlds apart.
Yeah, I mean, training on Balanza and Astro in every sort of weather, to being able to train inside and outside, that luxury is just something else, isn't it?
Yeah, like this storm we're on at the moment, like we can just go inside, like it's completely fine, and outside it's completely
and it just makes training better, because trying to train in wind, wet ball, like just the kind of standard drops, and just being able to kind of keep that standard up of training inside and dry, it's a real kind of like.
I think the thing for us as well, like, so like the way Sevens works is you kind of chase the sun, so it's always sunny where you go. So it's like there actually is very little benefit for us to go outside in the wet and wind, because they rarely play like that. Whereas like supposed to play 15s, you're going, you're playing this kind of condition a little bit, like, so in that respect it's actually good class for us if we have to go outside.
It kind of makes us feel more professional as well, having a professional setup, and then coming in, doing the monitoring, having the facilities there, the gym, the ice baths, everything. It just helps us. It just helps us kind of with our training.
Do you spend much time in the gym? Like, you have
with our own S&C and what's
two SNCs, like
in and out. So like literally in pre-season, which was 13-14 weeks, we were in there every day. But now I know it's grand though. It's grand. Kept the guns going for 2020 summer. But right now it's because we're in the middle of like the World Series. It's all a little bit more focused on the rugby part of side. So we're like in the gym twice, two times a week. Yeah, so we don't focus that much. Yeah,
just nice. We're trying to be outside.
Yeah.
Do you ever use the aquatic facilities?
We don't know. So we have our own like hydrotherapy pool, which is like a really cold pool, a really hot pool just for us. But some lads do, if they're injured, they go over there, and they have this weird floor that can like be like raised up and lower down inside the pool, so lads can just do different exercises. So a few injured lads do, but most of the time no one does. Like
it's true. You wouldn't catch me in at all.
Honestly, Ian, are you injured at the minute?
So last July I got surgery on my shoulder.
Did you get hurt in a tackle, or were you tackling?
No, so it was actually just ongoing stuff. So I just kind of had a sore shoulder for about a year, and then we saw a consultant during the season, and he was like, "Look, it's going to need to get surgery, but you can play on. We can't do any more damage to it." So I kind of played on with that Olympic qualifier last year that I kind of wanted to get through. Got through that and got surgery pretty much straight away. So I'm just kind of at the final stages of kind of rehab now. Hopefully back like 2 or 3 weeks, maybe 4 weeks. So fortunately Hamilton and Sydney are just a bit like a week or two too early. We'll see.
And just for people, the listeners who don't know, like, it's just sort of explain a game of sevens rugby compared to 15s. So, like, what are the differences? Like, any rules or?
Well, the big difference is that there's just 7 people instead of 15.
Yeah.
So, like, the pitch is the exact same size.
So a lot more rolling's involved.
Yeah. It's a lot of faster game anyway than 15.
Yeah, it's just constantly going. There's no like breaks. And they try and increase the pace of the game. So one thing is like when you score a try, there's no conversion. It's like it's a drop kick, and it's 30 seconds to take it. And then when you kick the ball, you have 30 seconds then to take the kick off.
Yeah,
so it just keeps the pace going really quickly.
And also, it's, instead of it being 80 minutes, a game it's 14 minutes, so it's 7 minutes a half
Oh, really?
of constant
Yes,
running.
intense.
Yeah, it's intense. Yeah,
It's
so
like
it's,
three games in a day is kind of the usual thing as well. So
Yeah.
How must be tough then?
come day two, like
Yeah.
come the end of day two, like you're on
Day
the
two,
6th game, you're like
game
you're
one, yeah,
just
like
trying to
the
warm up
body's
again,
tired.
like 'cause it's the hardest part is kind of getting moving, getting the legs going.
yeah.
So for just training, like you've obviously trained for 15s as well as 7s. Like, what would the differences be? Like, would there be more focus on like aerobic stuff like cardio, like fitness in 7s?
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely, yeah.
It's a huge. It's just the way it's laid out. Just the way there's 7 lads. You just need to be. You can't be carrying extra anyway.
Yeah.
You can't.
Yeah.
You can't be. You can
You need to be lighter than feel.
Oh, man,
Yeah.
you get found out pretty quick if
Yeah.
you're not like so.
Like that's the first thing I noticed when I first started 7s is the amount of running you do on the pitch in training compared to 15s. Because
Yeah.
like I'm a winger, so in 15s, it's you just have your chances to get the ball. But in 7s, I mean, I constantly get the ball and
Yeah.
have to run. It's every other player on the pitch. So yeah, there's.
Craig and Jordan gets the ball though. He's going to give him the ball and I can get back to the half.
I know. But yeah, it's a lot more running involved than 15s, and it's a lot less contact. So it's kind of like different ends of the spectrum. All right.
So just in general for training, like what sort of times would you train and what kind of diet would you have? Like high protein, high carbs?
Like, depends on the person. Like
Yeah, it
my
really
diet is
depends.
quite different to the big man's over here. Like he's all
Yeah.
about this. But like in terms of like training, like it depends on the day. But we usually have 2 sessions in a day, either one gym, 1 pitch, or 2 pitches.
Yeah.
The pitch sessions would be an hour and a bit.
An hour and 15. So
Yeah.
like you'd have 15-minute warm up, then an hour on the pitch. Like so, the way the week works on a Monday, like yesterday we had 2 pitch sessions, and mainly we have like 2 focuses for each session. So the morning session or the evening session will be focused on attack and speed of
Yeah.
recycle, and then maybe session 2 would be more emphasis on defense, like aggressive in defense, your shape and talk. And then on a Tuesday, you'd again just have your pitch session, then you'd have your gym. Your Wednesdays is your clown day, and then Thursday you could repeat like double pitch session or just pitch and gym, and then pitch and gym on a Friday. So we all have little teams each day. And as again for diets, it really depends. Like for me, because I wouldn't say I run a lot more than Fitzy, but like my sprint meters would be a lot higher than his, so
Yeah.
I'd be able to eat more calories than him.
Yeah, fair.
But he'd make more tackles and carry balls, so like he'd have to be a little bit beefier than me.
And in regards to work, like would you work outside of rugby? Obviously, you're gonna have to make some kind of money somewhere. So would you have any like
So
part-time
like,
jobs?
lads are in college.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some are finished.
Summer finish. Yeah, I did like an internship last year, just 1 day a week. It's kind of like you only have the Wednesday off, so there actually isn't that much time to be working. If you're working as well,
Yeah, like
Yeah.
pretty much the 7s is full time, but
Yeah.
like some of us have finished college and have that like in the back pocket. So I'd say we do have to look in the long term because we know it's not going to last forever.
Yeah.
And some lads right now are doing like part time and night courses as well, which is
Yeah.
pretty decent. But like for me, right now, I just won't be able to do 2. I'd have to just fully concentrate on the one because one or the other would suffer.
Yeah.
I'm that kind of person that have to just give up,
Yeah. Stick
like
on.
all or nothing to one,
Yeah.
or like 50-50, one of them would slack. So yeah, we have something in the bag.
And so now that the 7s team is recognised as part of the IRFU, would you say you deserve more pay, like considering the 15s get as much as they do?
It's a
What
touchy subject.
confuse me on that?
It's a touchy subject, like, you know, we've kind of just, I don't know, we've kind of come to terms with it, like, it is our first year. It's our first year, we're on the World Series, see how we do, see how we perform. And I think it should, yeah, it's up to us really.
Look, we do well.
It's
We'll
just,
see
yeah.
what happens in the future.
Like, we've had pretty much good success in the last couple of years, and
Yeah.
if we just build on that success and just do well, like, I think it will change eventually, but, you know,
Yeah,
it's down on us.
And so, in regards to the off season, would you do much training or would you help out coaching any teams?
You need a break.
Yeah.
Definitely the off season. You can't just train all the way through.
Yeah.
Like, so a lot of lads will go away, go on holidays for a week or 2. Obviously, like you have this thing of like there's always fitness session you come back, like, so there's always a bit of fear.
Yeah,
Last
yeah,
year,
That ball code, it's horrible.
Oh, man, yeah.
For me, I would need to switch off. Like the time off, I will take my time off. Like probably go home, visit the lads, the friends, might do a few music festivals, and then when it's time to come back, I'll just get back on the horse and do things like that. But
So obviously when you made your debut for Ireland, it was a momentous occasion. What was your feeling before the game? Like, were you nervous, and like how did you deal with those nerves?
as in London 2 years ago, or as in,
Your debut for Ireland Sevens.
so
My debut was
What was my
in,
debut?
I think my debut was in like Serbia.
Yeah, I think my
Really?
Because we were like, because we played through like because we were a new team, we literally had to start like the very bottom.
Yeah.
So I started
the
like
trenches.
the National League in football like over in England.
Yeah.
And we had to make our way all the way up. Like so, we started in Division C in Europe, which is in Bosnia. Went to Division B, which is in Serbia, and then went to Prague. So we went all the way up. So my debut was actually in Serbia, playing against, I think it was like Malta.
Malta, was it?
Yeah,
Jeez.
which is it. Like it was actually interesting seeing playing against countries who were like never played before.
How did these countries have teams?
Yeah, it was cool to see. Like
I think I was in Dubai 2016, 3 years ago, against Germany, and managed to score a try there. But yeah, it was a good debut to kind
You
of
nervous?
get. Was I nervous? I don't know. I can't really remember. I think I was a little bit nervous and excited, but because it was Germany, I knew they weren't like a proper rugby
Yeah.
side, so I was like a little bit, and we were winning as well at the time, so I was kind of feeling confident going in. So yeah, it was like mixed. It wasn't too bad, but I was feeling a lot more nervous when we debuted in London.
yeah, so that's the thing for us. Like so we that debut, then we had like had our World Series debut.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What was that like? Who was that against?
That was against Australia in Twickenham.
Twickenham.
Oh.
So like we were at first in the morning. It was like one of the first days. Like Twickenham, I don't know if that's a bean. It's pretty big.
Yeah,
Like,
huge, yeah.
and like it wasn't full or anything. Like there was people there and all, but like still like I was pretty nervous going to
Yeah,
Twickenham.
like I just remember like just couldn't stop like vibrating, like I don't know if it was excitement or nerves everything together.
Like yeah,
There's a bit of both, like I was just kind of like fidgety and it's like god damn it.
Sometimes that's good though, because it gets you sort of up for the game and gets you in the zone. You know?
Yeah, I don't know. I've done the opposite for me. I was really calm, like, and just trying to keep composed at the time.
Just keep
but
your head.
yeah, that's the way I'd usually be now. I wouldn't really try and get up for any games because
Really?
sometimes, back in the 15 days when I get overhyped for a game, like,
Yeah, just kind
it's
of
just
I'd
I'd psych myself out. I'd drop ball and everything, so I just try and be calm and
Keep your
composed.
composure,
Yeah,
yeah.
I might be going mad inside.
Some lads love getting hyped up.
Yeah.
Scream the house down.
Yeah.
Floss
A lot
the
of-
orange John, like, you
A
know.
lot of
just
lads
love-
like very much just like chill out, just like just relax into like.
Yeah. And so obviously in Dubai, was it warm? Was it hot? Like how was it like playing there?
Yeah, the difference between here and then like Dubai. Well, I think the first year I played was like 36 degrees,
Really?
and I think after one sprint scoring a try, it felt like I played 14 minutes.
Yeah,
Like
that's
my
crazy.
body just felt exhausted and
So
trying
we were
to.
going from like it was December to
Yeah.
Dubai. So we were going from like Ireland
This
in
way
December
here.
to like Dubai,
Mm.
which is like 30 degrees, and like you're not used to it. Like so you just
Like, did you do much training like so in other warmer countries? Like, did you go on camps to prepare for it at all?
no we
didn't.
we actually started doing that kind of
This year.
this year we started doing like it's like altitude training it's
Yeah.
called. So it's
Yeah.
kind of like we go
Yeah,
to Stanford Road in
nice.
Blanchardstown.
Yeah.
We go there and we do a fitness session there, which kind of it kind of simulates kind of like it's because it's hot and there's less oxygen, so you kind of
Yeah.
simulate
Humid.
kind of where you want to be.
Yeah, because Dubai heat is humid, like it's not
Yeah.
hot.
Yeah, so
It's,
like that's kind of where we're going now. Which do you think like it did?
It wasn't that hot though this year,
Yeah.
was it, compared to like 2 years ago? But yeah, it was there definitely a struggle. Like the first day, I think we needed to acclimatize enough. So like day 2 was a little bit better at the day, but yeah, it was pretty much a shock to the system
Yeah.
trying to play in that heat because you're trying to keep hydrated. You lose so much water.
Yeah.
You're like breathing heavy. Like yeah, it was pretty. It was an experience anyway.
Obviously, the World Series, big event. So, could you tell us a little bit about tournament life? So, like, where you stayed, any like recreation, recovery.
It's pretty good, man. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
You usually stay in really nice hotels.
Yeah.
The way Sevens works as well is different. Like all the teams are in the same hotel, so you kind of there's a good bit of mix
Oh, really?
of like
Yeah,
chat
that's
lads
good,
and like
Yeah.
Get to know each other.
yeah, like you have an advantage. Like after games and stuff, you
Yeah.
can chat to lads like.
Mm.
Like you might be friends on the pitch, but like everyone's pretty
Yeah.
much friendly. You're back at the hotel,
Yeah.
chatting away. Yeah, it's nice, like
It is
because
good.
getting to
Like-
see the places, like as well.
Exactly. Yeah. So with Sevens, you go like a week or two, a week early, so you get like 3 or 4 days of just actually like looking around the city and kind of going around and seeing the sights. So
Yeah, like I would have never seen half these places
Not a chance.
without this. Like I mean, it's pretty much a blessing at the moment.
yeah, 100%.
So, do your coaches have a big impact on your tournament life? Like, do they have strict regimes for you to follow?
Oh, there's a schedule, like,
Yeah.
but it's like any team is the same. They don't look after you and go like get in bed by 10:30 and check this to make your bed.
Like,
They just trust you to do it. 'Cause
well, yeah, we're all like
Yeah.
pretty much adults, like in our like
Yeah.
midway through our 20s, so it's kind of like a bit of cop on now.
Yeah.
Lads, come on, you know,
Well,
we're
like,
professionals.
we have like meetings and like get to be certain places certain times, and that's kind of self-regulated as well. Like so, we punish lads if they're late or if they do things like.
Yeah, that's pretty fun.
How would you
like.
punish them? Like push-ups or something?
No. So we have this device called the dice roll. So you know, each number is a punishment. So like, we've kind of brought this new rule in because it was getting fairly manic with the strikes. Because like, if you're a minute, 2 minutes late, it's a dice roll. Wrong gear, say it like so. We've this 3 strike rule. So yeah.
What do you?
I haven't had any strikes yet. I've been late about 3 times, but no one's
No one's
noticed.
got you.
No one's noticed. I'm good at it, yeah. But yeah, it's fun.
Obviously, in Dubai, you scored 5 tries against Scotland. Would you say that was probably your best performance?
No, I wouldn't say it was my best performance.
No?
As in, just because I scored the 5 tries, I mean, you gotta look at other aspects of the
really
game, you know.
picture,
It was just like, you know, I know it is my job, but like, I also have to defend and work
Yeah.
off the ball. And at times, you know, I was a little bit lazy, you know. Few mistakes here and there, but I mean, saying that, like, it was pretty nice to be able to score 5
Yeah,
tries
take the
as
5,
well. You
yeah.
know, I will take the 5, and we needed that win. Like, looking back at our performance as a team, we weren't too happy with ourselves because it was pretty much a battle against the Scots. Yeah, like I was happy with the 5 tries, but like, you know, I had ton things to work on. You know, not every game was perfect. You know, I don't expect it to be, but yeah, it was like 50-50 that game.
So you got on the team of the tournament in Dubai.
Yeah.
Was that a big milestone in your career?
What's your second?
No, it's the third.
Thursday?
Yeah, because I got the one in Cape Town. No. To be honest, the first London 2 years ago was a big milestone for me because, you know, we were new. We weren't even on the circuit. We were in the invitation, and being able to be top try scorer there and make the dream team there was pretty much of a big moment for me back then. And it was really nice as well to get named on a dream team this year in Dubai and Cape Town again. And I guess I just want to build on that and just keep going. You know?
Yeah, so for the World Series in the future, what would be any goals or aspirations for the team and or any personal goals you would have?
So for the team, we said what, top 8, finishing in the top 8 or top
Consistently getting quarterfinals, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I think we have aspirations to go further again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looking at the team and how we're going to start, we have to be up
Yeah.
there anyway.
Yeah.
But like, it's for us anyway. It's just the consistency now. Like, 'cause
Yeah.
we're used to kind of just coming in at the end of the season and kind of playing 2 tournaments, but now we have to back it up now, and especially this kind of coming period, it's going to be real tough for us because we have pretty much 2 weeks. 2 weeks tournaments, 3 weeks off, and then we're going in again. Like so, by the end of that, you're going to be knackered. So
yeah,
we
it's
kind
6
of have
tournaments in 3 months. But we were saying like try and get top 8, obviously get to
Yeah.
play a final and win a final.
that'd
These
be
are all
amazing, yeah.
aspirations.
Obviously, yeah.
But it is our first year, so we're not going to get too ahead of ourselves. But for me, one of my personal goals would be try and get Rookie Player of the Year at the end of it. That's just one in the back of my mind.
Yeah.
And maybe top try scorer as well, we'll see.
Yeah.
But I'll just take it tournament by tournament, game by game.
I think as well for us is we have the Olympics this year.
Yeah, that's
so
great.
like
That must be a big goal.
That's just like as when you're a kid, man. That's what everyone's
Yeah,
the Olympic.
everyone
Like,
wants
so
to
we
be
have the chance
like,
there for us now. We just
But when you get to call yourself an Olympian, like,
that's what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
So like that's gonna be huge.
for me though, like I think once the World Series out the way, it's when I'll focus on the Olympics.
Yeah.
Before I just can't focus on 3,000 things. It's very difficult to do. But yeah, that's another big one. I keep forgetting about that actually.
Yeah,
That we- yeah, I know.
So would squad selection for the Irish team be like hard? Would it be like
So,
Yeah,
not
it's-
competitive
It's
lads.
getting it, man. Yeah, there used to be a time back in the day, man, where they had a team and that
you
was it.
just
Like,
show up and you
Yeah. But now
Lads
it's,
are-
we're getting so many lads in, it's class, like, and that's what makes it. That's what I think is driving our success. Is just
Yeah.
the amount of quality lads coming in and pushing lads on and kind
Improve
of making
each other,
lads.
Yeah, and it also makes you again, up your
Yeah,
game
yeah.
again, because you know we're all friends, but at the end of the day we're all in competition with each other, trying to get our place in that squad. So yeah, I welcome it anyway, and it's nice to see. It's nice to see.
Would there be a joker in the squad?
There's a few of us, like, you know, like, I mean,
Oh,
it's different. There's different types of jokers there, isn't it? Like we've got Hugo Lennox, he's a bit of a character. We've got like myself, like we'd be the messers, and then you have jokers, you know. Arnold Sullivan is just like naturally just.
I don't think he means to be funny.
Yeah, he's just one of them characters where he's just naturally and doesn't even realize how funny he is because he's stupid. He's just stupid thing. And then you know you have me and my antics on like social media and doing that with my
I saw
dancing.
your
Like,
story yesterday. With the
yeah,
Thomas
Thomas
Tank
Tank
Engine.
Engine. Yeah, I know. See, that's the story. That's the
Yeah.
stuff that goes on in my head. You know, it's just like people love that, and then you kind of got like jokers that tell funny jokes and stories like Terry and you know John and that. So yeah, we've kind of got a little bit of a mix there. It's nice. It's professional.
Would there be a coach's favourite?
Yeah, Foster Horn.
Really?
Foster Horn, like he's one of them players that just is like very driven and like knows so much about rugby and just does the right thing on the pitch and off the pitch. It's just like yeah, and he's probably one of the soundest lads as well. Like generally so down to earth, like but yeah.
And would it be sort of a rugby nerd, like you'd be inquiring about a match, they have the scores, they have the stats, they know who's playing?
Mark Roach, yeah.
Mark Roach, he loves working out points differences and like what we need to do.
Yeah, and how many points we need to win by and all that. Like he's literally one of them little nerds, like you know, and who we're gonna play next and working out the tables. Like yeah, that's him.
And so obviously moving forward in the future after your rugby career, do you have any idea what you want to do?
Like if I don't know, I was gonna go work as a social worker,
Yeah.
you know, go into a degree. But I mean, if I think about it, I don't know what the future holds, because if you think about 3-4 years ago, I didn't think I'd be playing sevens.
Exactly.
You know, the way I see it, like I live in the now,
Mm.
and I'm just gonna go, you know, step by step, and like there's a lot of opportunities out there that I can maybe, you know, grab in the long term. But for now, I'll just do the rugby, and if all goes well, maybe, you know, get a job in rugby or just work for someone that I know got to know through rugby as well. So I don't know.
Yeah, no, I'm saying like just like I myself just kind of contract at the moment, but I think afterwards I can't see myself moving away from sport anyway.
Yeah.
Like when you're
I
in,
think
So would you
I
ever think
can.
about
would you?
I don't know. Like when I was in school, they all thought I was going to do sports science or whatever. I was like, nah, I can't do it. Don't like it. Like, I just like playing it, but like, what do you mean?
No, I didn't like not even just in like I wouldn't mind getting into the sports organization, not like
Oh,
coaches or
okay.
something like
Yeah.
something involved with that. Like I
Fair.
don't know, man. Just once you're
Well,
into it, like, I
yeah.
just don't think I could do 9 to 5, man. I just couldn't.
Yeah, same with me. Like I genuinely did a 9 to 5 when I was
Nothing wrong with
19,
it, but I can't
20.
see
Yeah,
myself doing it.
it's just after playing sports and like living that lifestyle, I don't know, I'd be bored like sitting at a desk. Like I'd probably lose my mind. But I think what we'll do is like what us and the lads have decided is we're gonna make a 7 squads for the future. So we're all gonna
Yeah.
make boys, and then we're all gonna go on the trips away and sip pints like our parents. Isn't it? Like that's the plan in the future.
Travel
anyway.
around, watching
Yeah, watching our sons play. Yeah.
Would you ever think about switching to 15s? Or is that just out of the question?
If the opportunity
I wouldn't
arose,
say never,
would you
like-
take
Yeah,
it?
if the opportunity arose and I was allowed to do it,
Yeah.
I definitely do it. I probably need a good month or two to kind of get back into
Yeah.
like the 15s games, and the mental aspect of it. Yeah, so I'd never say
Yeah, I'm
never.
saying I wouldn't say yeah.
Yeah.
It could happen like
Could happen, like you know, I'm still young, maybe 2-3 years left for 15. So youngish, yeah. So let's say yeah, I'll never say no to 15s anyway.
So obviously you've completed international tournaments. Who'd be the best team you faced, and who do you reckon is the best team in the world?
That's a tough one because we've played South Africa, we've played Fiji, we played New Zealand,
Yeah.
and they all like
tough.
pretty
I think
beat it. Well, they're not now. We've come close to Fiji a couple of times.
I
but
think
then
it's either New Zealand or South Africa.
yeah, I would have to. Yeah, at the moment those two.
They're
like,
just in terms of right now, they're kind of what they're doing right now, like just their intensity, just the way they play the ball, the game is just different level at the moment.
Yeah, and they've been in the game so long, like it's just second nature to them right now, and it's very hard to kind of like get to that level when you're just new. But yeah, definitely the All Blacks are the box.
Yeah, All Blacks rugby.
Yeah.
So Fiji or have a pre-match routine, or New Zealand, that would be noticeable.
Yeah, so the All Blacks like to sing a song before they get out. Remember?
Yeah.
So when I was in Dubai, no, it wasn't a hat. So this is in the dressing room. So what they'll do is they'll walk out the dressing room, and then the Slavs will sing a song. Same with the Samoans, and then they'll walk out. Yes, they'll do the hat.
The Fijian boys, they always grab the ball before the game. So they grab the ball in the centre of the pitch, and they kind of hold it up, and they like say a prayer, I think.
Yeah.
So that'll be their kind of pretty much what.
Do we have it pretty much? I think we just have our little huddle, and we'll talk, and then all we'll do is like fist in the air and Ireland on three, and then shout that, and then
again, man, like we said, we were pretty relaxed going into it. Like there's no like screaming and shouting. It's just kind of like just talking what we're gonna do, really.
Just any head smack. Yeah.
Would you ever think about going into coaching?
No, I've gone into coaching. So what I did last year with one of the lads, John McDonald, was going for goal. Is what we did is we taught a little bit of rugby or sevens rugby to like areas such as or to like some youth centres and that. At first I thought I wouldn't enjoy it, but kind of getting to know the lads and the group of kids, I did enjoy it, and getting to know, the lads week in, week out, and being able to see them progress week by week through our coaching was nice. What I did full time, I don't know. I actually don't know. Like it's something I always thought about, but I don't know. Maybe it's just for the kids.
Down the line anyway. Like I'm doing that in the near future.
Yeah, maybe when I'm older, I'll do it. Like but it's something I could consider. But right now, I won't be doing that.
So about your coaches, who would you say, any coaches that have helped you along the way, like one that stood out, that like really brought you on as a player, or any right now who you're kind of affiliated with as like?
Well, I suppose for me in KH anyway, there was a few. There was kind of like Matt Jarvis, Ray McAreely, my kind of coaches here. They really brought me on in just terms of like pushing me towards kind of going for Leinster and kind of getting me in those kind of trial things. So I'm always thankful for them for doing that for me. And then coming up through, there's a coach called Wayne Mitchell who's in Leinster at the moment, in Ireland at the moment. And he kind of, when I was under 20s, he took me under his wing and kind of really taught me a lot, which was good.
Yeah, for me, since I started so late, I think during the school period, like in secondary school, there was Dinny Magner always said I was meant for rugby, so he tried to get me into it. But I'd say for me it would have to be probably Brett Wilkinson and Darren Classen in Buccaneers, who really, like, when I moved from Tullamore there, really, like, in that 1 year taught me so much, and I think that's what helped me kind of progress in the 7s and 15s. They were a big massive help to me, and then I suppose Charlie, what's his name? He was in college AIT. He was my college coach as well. So it's kind of like everyone from that loan, those three kind of were pretty much that kind of set me on my way and told me to go for the 7s and everything, and then really went on from there. So it was those three for me.
And would you say you preferred playing for Tullamore or Buccaneers, like what experience and growth?
I think as a rugby player I grew in Buccaneers, but for me Tullamore is where it all started for me. Yeah, it's like it's where I first played, and it's where a lot of the players took me under the wing and kind of like showed me what rugby is about, and the social side of it as well, and it's just something that like I'll have in my memories a lot, and then again in Buccaneers is where like I kind of grew as a professional player and learned so much, and again got to know the lads in there, so it's funny that.
So obviously Ian, you attended the King's Hospital here. Do you have any sort of fond memories of rugby? Any like sort of achievements or good times Would you like to share?
Had a lot of good times. We didn't win a lot.
Yeah.
That was pretty good. I've got a lot of good memories of
Yeah.
but like, as I say, it was just like playing rugby in school was different because you're just playing with your mates all the time.
Yeah,
Like,
friends.
and when you
Still
go,
crack, yeah.
when you go on, kick on, you're kind of playing as part of the team, and you're friendly with everyone. But like in most teams, you're kind of your teammates first, and then friends.
Yeah.
But that's like where the Sevens is. We're kind of like friends as well as teammates. Like we're going on holidays together the whole time.
Jesus, like it's more than friends now at this stage, isn't it? Though, like if you think about it, I've
Kind of
spent
agree.
the last 3-4 years seeing you every day.
I know, yeah.
Kind of sick of you, yeah. But yeah, like for me, it's more so of like a brotherhood for me now.
Yeah.
Like genuinely, like kind of. Well, I've gotten close to some players over the years.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of like.
I think a
that's
lot
the
of teams
beauty.
talk about being like that kind of like brothers and stuff. But
Yeah.
I think we are
Genuinely, like.
so close because we've kind of been there from the very start. Like you kind of got this program to where it is now from nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like,
I mean, if you think about it, like, even when we don't do rugby, we still hang out, like,
Yeah.
and do stuff
Yeah,
together.
yeah,
And it's
yeah.
just kind of weird that it's so
I think
natural.
the thing is like, because the squads are so small, like
Yeah.
there's no
Yeah.
room for any asshole in the team. Like if
Yeah.
you're an asshole, you're found out so quickly. Like you know what I mean?
Anyway, yeah. Yeah. It is kind of like, but yeah, you can't be an Egypt, like, you can't be like
Yeah,
a sap or
Egypt.
anything like that.
Yeah.
Because we'd call you out on it and pretty much you'd see yourself out the door. Yeah. Or we just put you in check like we did Gregor Shear, brought him down back to earth, you know.
Took him down a pace.
Oh, you had to, like, that was massive, you know.
Yeah.
Funny, but yeah, we had to give him a good roasting when he came back. So yeah, see how it goes.
Would you have like any role models growing up?
Actually, no, I didn't really. Like, I had mum pretty much to look up to, but like, if I was to say from a sporting aspect, maybe when I was younger, Thierry Henry when I was playing soccer ball. Rugby and
Just for
legs.
Arsenal?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Let's not go there. I mean, we're gonna keep quiet in that one, but yeah, I don't know. What
Yeah, I
about
don't
you?
know. Like I didn't really have any sporting role models. I
Yeah.
was like, who's your sporting? Like I didn't really have one for some reason. Like,
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of parents and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, like mum pretty much guided me in a way.
Yeah, sure. Let's stop and
Yeah,
start.
we'll just cut that. Cut
So,
the
say something.
Just wrap it up.
do like the end.
Yeah, do your outro.
Well, that's all for today. Thanks to our two special guests for the insight they gave us of a high performance athlete. We certainly learned a lot and look forward to seeing what you can do in the future. Best of luck. Thanks for coming.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
thanks, boys.
You didn't get on the Greg and Amber, lads.
Yeah, I know.
Keep it going.
Start again.
Retake.